Page 24, first line, तथा हि ब्राह्मणो यजेत.
तथा हि ब्राह्मणो यजेत इत्यादीनि शास्त्राणि आत्मनि वर्णाश्रम वयोवस्थादि विशेषाध्यासम् आश्रित्य प्रवर्तन्ते.
तथा we have seen now an additional pramana is being given. Earlier the pramana cited were pratyaksha, direct experience, then anumana, inference, third was arthapatti, presumption. Based on these three pramanas, it was proved that adhyasa does exist. Adhyasa does exist. Now, the agama as the Vedas, as the pramana is cited. How? If you consider the scriptural injunctions wherein the person is asked to do such and such things if one desires for specific results, say, that person should have certain eligibility, and those eligibilities are actually based on the adhyasa only. For example, when brahmana yajeta, a brahmana must do the sacrifice or perform the yaga. Now, who is this brahmana? Can the atma be brahmana? Can the body by itself be inert body be brahmana? No. So therefore, on atma, a specific body, and which body? Born in Brahmin family is superimposed. So what does it mean? It is adhyasa. Like that, a 8-year boy brahmana should be, that means initiated into the Gayatri mantra, Upanayana should be done. Age, vaya, again brahmana, this is varna superimposed. That is Krishna varna, that is what is said. The Krishna kesho agnin adadhita. A person with black hair should consecrate the sacred fires. Means who is that? Not any person with black hair. He must be a brahmana, and also when the son is born and he is not yet old, because hair have not grown grey. So this also say here a particular period of life. So through these scriptural injunctions, what does the Shruti do? The Shruti is corroborating the adhyasa. That is, taking for granted the adhyasa, it gives the injunction. And without those eligibility, the person cannot take to the specified yagas, karmas, etc. So that being the case, see, therefore, this is also a agama, also is another, that is this pramana to prove the existence of adhyasa. So this we have seen. So that way, now further, So far what has been done now, you know, I hope you remember. This particular section is Pramana para Adhyasa Bhashya. That means for Adhyasa there is Pramana, that is being there. Earlier where? Lakshana para, Sambhavana para. Lakshana means definition. First Adhyasa was defined. That is, then the Sambhavana. Yes, Adhyasa is fine, but in some objects, etc., perceptibly available. In Atma it is not possible. That was the objection. No, in Atma also Adhyasa is possible. There is no hard and fast rule that the Vadhisthana, the basis of Adhyasa, should necessarily be the object perceptibly available. There is no such rule. Otherwise the Akasha Adhyasa is not possible. That is Sambhavana, possibility was proved. Then the Pramana. Though it is directly perceived, the Pramana was asked in that Arthapatti Anumana, already Pratyaksha. Now the Agama is given. After this, again the question comes, that is fine, but can you please pinpoint this is Adhyasa? Whose Adhyasa, where it takes place? So that is whose Adhyasa, where is it? It is not a question like that. After listening to Ramayana, somebody asked the Kathakara, who is Rakshasa, Rama or Ravana? The Kathakara said, neither Rama is Rakshasa nor Ravana. I am Rakshasa because I have to talk to an idiot like you. so like that. It is not such a question. It is not a question. He knows Smriti Rupa, Paratra Purva Drishtava Bhasa, the definition already given. But where exactly, of what type the Adhyasa takes place, that is there. Take Tika, third line Tika, Evam Adhyase. Evam Adhyase Pramana Siddhe Api. Evam, in this manner. Adhyase Pramana Siddhe Api means when the Pramana, Adhyasa is proved, means the existence of Pramana is proved. How? By the existence of Adhyasa is proved by Pramana. That means, even though the existence of Adhyasa is proved by Pramana. What are three Pramanas given? Pratyaksha, Anumana, Arthapati, fourth one, Agama. Four Pramanas are given. It says, Pramana Siddhyapi, Kasya Kutra Adhyasaha iti Jidnyasaya. Kasya Adhyasaha Kutra Jayate. Whose Adhyasa? What is superimposed on what? That is what. What is superimposed on what? Kasya, of what? Kutra, where? Adhyasa iti Jidnyasayam. When such a desire is there to know. Tam means Adhyasam. Udahartum, to illustrate, to give illustration as to what is superimposed where. See, look, here we are not concerned with Rajju Sarpa Shukti Rajata, Shuktika Rajata, etc. No. We are concerned with our Adhyasa in our case as a individual Jiva. So from that is Tam Udahartum Lakshanam Smarayati. What does Bhashyakara do in Bhasha is Smarayati, reminds you what? Lakshanam, definition already given, because he knows by this time you will forget the definition. So he reminds us that, not that he just Paratra Smriti Rupaha, Paratra Purva Drishta, not that way, but what exactly, in some other word, he reminds us what exactly is the Adhyasa in the word Adhyaso Nama Iti. Adhyaso Nama Iti.
Adhyasaha Nama Atasmin Tat Buddhihi iti avochama.
Adhyasaha Nama, whatever that is called as Adhyasa is, we know what it is. Atasmin tad buddhi. Tad buddhi is tasya buddhi. Tasya of the buddhi, knowledge of a given thing. But where atasmin means in an adhisthana other than its own. Let us take example. If you see the silver in the silver, it is adhyasa, brahma or knowledge? Knowledge. Silver in silver. Suppose in the place of shell, if you see the silver, what has happened? It is Brahma. Why? That locus is not, that locus means that adhisthana, the basis is not that of silver. That basis is of what? See, shell. See, actually it should have been what? Idam, that iyam shuktika, iyam shuktihi. So this is shell, it should have been. But what has happened? Idam rajatam it has become. This is silver, means it is not the adhisthana of the silver in the. See, suppose if you see the silver in silver, the base, that is the basis, tasmin tad buddhi, the knowledge of a given thing in its own adhisthana, in its own basis. Now, if you see the silver in shell, it is not its basis, it is not the receptacle of silver, but actually whose receptacle it is? Receptacle of shell. So therefore, atasmin, na tasmin, not in its own basis. So therefore, atasmin, that means tad buddhi, tad buddhi. Now here, because that buddhi is knowledge, but buddhi also means knowledge, the means of knowledge also is buddhi, buddhi intellect also, other what knowledge you get is also buddhi. So that will say, atasmin tad buddhi, when you say, means a knowledge of a given thing in a wrong adhisthana basis, then is it knowledge? No. It is Brahma, is not. Therefore, buddhi should be taken as, what is that? It is not the yathartha jnana, it is Brahma, means false cognition. So therefore we have to take buddhi not simply knowledge, false knowledge of a thing in a receptacle other than its own. Just as you see the silver in the place of shell instead of in the place of the silver itself. So that is atasmin tad buddhi iti avochama. Avochama, we have already told you, you have forgotten. So therefore you say, what is adhyasa now? False cognition of a thing in a receptacle or a basis other than its own. Now illustrations are being given. Tad yatha.
Tad yatha putra bharyadishu vikaleshu sakaleshu va aham eva vikalaha sakalaha va iti Bharya dharman atmani adhyasyati तथा देह धर्मान स्थूलहा अहम तृषहा अहम गौरहा अहम तिष्ठामि गच्छामि लंघयामि च इति तथा इंद्रिय धर्मान मूकः काणः क्लीबः बधिरः अंधः अहम इति तथा अंतःकरण धर्मान काम संकल्प विचिकित्सा अध्यवसायादि.
Tad yatha means the same, that is, what is that definition of adhyasa, or what exactly the nature of adhyasa is being now illustrated. To clarify the adhyasa, illustrations are given. Tad yatha, the Tikakara explains, Udaharati tadyatha iti. He gives illustrations beginning from tadyatha. What is tadyatha? Tal lakshanam yatha spashtam bhavati tatha udahriyate ityartha. Tadyatha means tal lakshanam. What is that tal lakshanam? Tasya adhyasasya lakshanam. The definition of the characteristic feature of adhyasa is a yatha spashtam bhavati. In the manner it becomes very clear. Tatha, in that way, udahriyate, illustrations are given iti artha. So what is they say? Just as what is done? Putra bharyadishu vikaleshu sakaleshu va. Putra son, bharya wife, adi husband. So we should bring that all those things. Father, mother, or relatives, those who are the most beloved ones, the most beloved. So what happens? He says in the then Pushtaparishu when Vikaleshu, they are Vikala. Vikala means deficient, imperfect, or defective. Means something has happened, some problem has cropped up, some this thing is deficiency. Sickness or something, some problem or something like that. So met with the accident or like that. Vikaleshu or Sakaleshu. They are complete, perfect, means very happy. So like that, no defects, no deficiency at all well, Vikaleshu. What happens? Who are so? Sakala or Vikala? Putra Bharyadeshu. Now what happens? Ahameva sakalaha, ahameva vikalaha. Me is what? They say, if they are, if you say, 12th standard examination. Who is son or daughter is appearing. From the beginning, what? Parents, you know what happens. What happens? So that what happens? Who is this is the most stupid style of education. From the KG onwards, tension for parents, they pass on to the children. So that there is no leisure, there is no composure in the children from that. They say up to 15th or 16th year, no examination should be done. Of course, control must be there on the part of the teachers and the parents. No, again competition, etc. See, this is what rivalry and enmity, etc. From the KG onwards, stupid. There is no brotherliness. It is not that. The love is mutual. Love is not. Or what society is going to come out of that? So all old-fashioned this thing. This is psychology has developed, but they don't make use of it in the practical this thing. Anyway, now. Who is appearing for 12th examination? Son or the daughter? You just see the condition of the parents. Suppose result has come 99.9%. I think 106% also is there. 99%. Sakalaha, who? Parent. 87% Vikalaha. So is it not? So now, see, that is what it is. So when there is some deficiency, some imperfection in the wife, children, husband, etc., this person is what? Ahameva Vikalaha. I am Apurna. So some distress comes to this person. Sakalaha, if they are complete in all respect, ahameva sakalaha vaiti. Now tell me, what is superimposed on oneself? I am perfect. I am deficient. What is that? Bahya dharma. The attributes of Bahya. Who is Bahya? See, look, the children, husband, wife, parents, however dear they may be, but you know for certain they are different from who? Yourself. They are different from me. So therefore, any dharma, any attribute abiding in where? In the putra bharyadishu is something which is bahya dharma. What they do? Bahya dharma, those attributes, what they? Atmani adhyasyati. What they do? They superimpose on Atma. Which Atma? Deha Visheshta Atmani. On Atma, wherein superimposition of Deha has already taken place. Deha Visheshta Atmani Adhyasyati. So that this Bahya Dharman is important. So that is attributes, the features belonging to others other than me. They may be dear to me, but they are different from me. So putra bharyadishu, so atmani, in oneself. What is that oneself? Deha vishishta atmani, in the embodied self. In the embodied self means in the self, the atma, wherein what is superimposed already? Deha is already superimposed. So that bahya dharma. And how exactly the superimposition takes this Tikakara explains. See, Bahya Dharma, they are not superimposed as they are. Suppose the son is running high fever. What? Father and mother also run high fever? The son has to be rushed to the doctor now. Whether parents also have to be rushed to the doctor? No. Something akin. Something tulya. Otherwise, son gets migraine, then father and mother also get migraine. So who are very closely attached, they all will get the migraine. No, not that way. Something tulya, something of that nature. Something good, here also something good. Something bad there, something here. Something deficient, here deficient. Something purna, here purna. So that the Tikakara is explaining. He says, Bahya. What is the Bahya? Swadehad bhedena pratyakshaha putradaya Bahya. Beginning from 4th line of Tika, page 24. Swadehad bhedena pratyakshaha. So those who are pratyakshaha means directly perceptible. How? Swadehad bhedena, as the Bheda difference, as distinct from oneself, as distinct from oneself. Swadehad bhedena pratyakshaha, directly perceived. Who are those? Putradayaha, putra, bharya, pati, the pati, pita, mata. So all like this, all those who are the beloved ones. So bahyaha, they are called as external. Now those dharman, tad dharman means the bahya dharma, the attributes belonging to the external ones like son, wife, husband, etc. So that's dharma. Where are they superimposed? You say, what are those dharmas? Sakalyadin, sakalya, perfections, etc. Completeness. So they are complete in all that. I mean, complete means they are well off. Well off means only financial condition will come. They are happy. They are happy as such. They are happy. They are healthy. They are peaceful. No problem. No disease, etc. So that is it. Sakalya adin. Adin for vaikalya. Some deficiency, some problem, some disease, something is there which is not desirable. Adin. Where they are superimposed? Deha vishishta atmani adhyasyati. Where it is superimposed? Deha vishishta atmani. In Atma, characterized by Deha means where in Atma, on Atma, wherein there is already the adhyasa of the Deha. In that, so adhyasyati. So who that they superimpose. See, in Bhashya, there is adhyasyati is there. Third person singular. Now, kaha adhyasyati. This is not, the subject is not mentioned there. Who superimposes? Come on. Can anyone imagine? Oneself, a person. The person is Sanskrit, you can tell. It can be, I just thought it can be either Lokaha adhyasyati or Purushaha adhyasyati. Lokaha, because ahamidam mamedam iti naisargikoyam loka vyavaharaha was the loka, there loka was, that is lokate etc. was different there, but also it means people. People superimposed, or a Purusha, a person, a given person, any person, an individual superimposes adhyasati. Adhyasati. So therefore, adhyasati. Now, is it those same attributes are superimposed here, as we have seen? This person is M.Tech, MBA from MIT Boston. And the son, what happened? Didn't do well where? In the 12th examination. Is it that this fellow has not done well in the 12th examination? No, not that way. Suppose the son has got the fever, etc. Is it that he don't? No, not those dharma. It is having known those attributes, something similar gets superimposed. That he makes clear. Tad dharma jnanat. Tad dharma jnanat means tesham putra bharyadinam dharma jnanat. After having known the attributes belonging to the putra bharya etc., whether sakala or vikala, swasmin tattulya dharman adhyasyati ityartha. Swasmin, swasmin means what? In oneself. With that oneself, deha vishishta atmani. In me, on whom the superimposition of the body has already taken place. So it's the tulya dharman, similar attributes superimposes iti artha. Here it can't be exactly the same. Do you know why? The knowledge of distinction between me and putra bharya, however dear they may be, is very clear. I see, look, we take the body, me as I, etc. we take. But does anyone take the children, wife, husband as I? No. That bond of love may be there, but the bodies are not taken as I. So like this, newly brought car. Little scratch. As good as a scratch on the heart of this. Such way, that's what it is. Why? Somebody said, in fact, recently I saw one in our own society. Brand new, the fellow was just few days only. Next day, after few days, I saw all the back, this glass was totally chakachur. Some years back, when Marutis were no, Marutis had just now come, somebody purchased, olden days, now those become a dabbas now. So that Maruti has come, somebody purchased a Maruti car, and just from the dealer he has taken, he was taking home, at some signal he was halting, some car came and back. This fellow was so unnerved, instead of fighting with that, तो he told the director, ये तुमने क्या किया, मैंने बिब्बी को भी नहीं देखा. I have not even shown to my wife, what did you do? So think of it now, what has happened where? In the car. But identification with the car is such that, so such a distress, so something tulya, something similar takes place. So that I say, so that is, say, tulya dharman adhyasati. Why? Because the knowledge of distinction, putra bharyadi, car, etc., different from me is very, very clear, very, very evident. What has happened there cannot happen here. That is tika. Bheda paroksha jnane. What is bheda paroksha jnane? Bhedasya aparoksha jnane. When the knowledge of the bheda, putra bharyadi are different from me, is aparoksha means pratyaksha. See, be careful about the word aparoksha. It can mean pratyaksha also. Aparoksha, when direct perception of the distinction between me and the putra bharyadi, wife, etc. is there. He says, so tad dharma dhyasa yoga. A yoga, it is not proper to be there the adhyasa of tad dharma. Tad dharma means tesham putra bharyadinam dharmanam adhyasasya ayoga. This is how the vigraha has to be done. So that is what tad dharma adhyasa yoga. Tad dharmana means tesham, kesham, putra bharyadinam. See, language is learnt like this only. You have to, like for swimming, you have to take a jump in the water. So therefore say tesham, that is who are the kesham, putra bharyadinam. So that is a adhyasana, dharmanam adhyasasya ayoga, because it is not possible for the attributes of those who are totally distinct from me to appear in myself, ayoga. So therefore say, what should be done? Swasmin tulya dharman adhyasyati ityartha. So something akin to that, something similar to that is being superimposed on oneself. That is that. Otherwise, suppose, you know what happened? Actual attributes of putra, bharya, etc. are superimposed. What will happen? Which is not so, not difficult. What difficult? It doesn't. See, one thing, after this we see, adhyasa is determined based on experience. This doesn't take place. Doesn't take place. So something happens in the, otherwise what will happen, you know? Near and dear one died. So this fellow also will die. Not that way. Swasmin tulya, something tulya. So otherwise, Vino says, we have forgotten, it is anyatha khyati prasanga Vedanta doesn't accept. Therefore say, anyatha khyatyanangikaracha iti drashtavyam. Otherwise, if the actual attributes of putra bharyadi get superimposed where? On this individual, that means often the actual gunadharmas of something else are superimposed on a atasmin, in a wrong basis. So if actual gunadharmas, attributes of something gets superimposed on in a wrong locus or a wrong basis adhisthana, it will be anyatha khyati. You know that anyatha khyati? Anyatha means anyatra, bhinna adhisthane, anyatra, bhinna adhisthane. For example, let us say shuktikayam. This I am just reminding, you are repeating what was told in the Bhashya earlier for anyatha khyati. So what is that they are told? Anyatra means in the bhinna adhisthana, in a different, that is basis adhisthana. For example, let us say shuktikayam, in the shell. Anyasya, of other, means rajata dharmasya, the features of rajata. So dharmasya adhyasaha, superimposition. This is anyatha khyati, is not accepted by Vedanta. This is not accepted by Vedanta. Therefore, adhyasa tulya dharma. See what Vedanta says? That's why Vedanta has brought not the actual features of rajata, smriti rupaha. Smriti rupaha. Just as smriti, memory, is born of samskara, this also is born of samskara. So therefore, only that anyatha khyati. Of course, don't bother much if you understand. So that means similar dharmas get, that is where they get superimposed. Dehendriya dharman manuha tatha iti. Okay, that's fine. This is up to here. Bahya Dharman Adhyasyati. Up to here we have seen the Tika. Continuing now the Bhashya. Tatha, so also Deha Dharman. Bhashya, huh? So also Deha Dharman Adhyasyati. Where Deha Vishishtatmani, Atmani means Atma, wherein the superimposition in the body has already taken place. Deha Dharman, the attributes of body. Now which body? One's own body. Not Putra Bharyadi bodies now. This is just as Sakalya, Vaikalya, perfection, imperfection, deficiency, completeness of Putra Bharyadi are superimposed on oneself. So also the attributes, the features of one's own body are superimposed on Atma, wherein the Dehadhyasa has already taken place. So therefore I say Deha Dharman. How? Examples are given. Sthulaha aham. I am fat. Krushaha aham. I am emaciated. I am lean. Gauraha aham. I am fair. Tishtami. I stand. Gacchami. I walk. Langhayami. I leap. I leap. Cha iti. So. Who is Sthula? Body. But is there that I am Sthula? I am fat. Body is emaciated. Body is lean. I am emaciated. Body is fair. I am fair. Body stands. I stand. Body walks. I walk. Body leaps. I leap. Iti. What has happened now? Deha Dharma. The attributes, the features of the body are superimposed on whom? Deha Vishishta Atmani. See, you can't superimpose directly on Atma. Because they belong to whom? Body. So therefore body is me, or that is, this is my body. Such adhyasa must actually, I am body, such adhyasa doesn't take place. It takes place with the features. I am man, I am woman, I am a boy, I am a girl, it takes place. So that is Manushoham, etc. That we will see afterwards. Sir. So that being the case. So iti. So that is what is told here. Tatha, that is what? Dehe, again, Indriya Dharma. Further. Continue. Tatha. And also, or so also. Indriya Dharma. Indriya Dharma means attributes, the features of the Indriyas. How? Mukaha, Kanaha, Klibaha, Badhiraha, Andhaha, Ahamiti. That Aham must be taken with all. Aham Mukaha, Aham Kanaha, Aham Klibaha, Aham Badhiraha, Aham Andhaha. See, now see, Mukha, dumb, I am dumb. This dumbness belongs to whom? Organ of speech. So again, Kanaha, one-eyed, to the eyes. Klibaha, eunuch. Badhiraha, that is the one who is deaf, belongs to ear. Andhaha, blind, eyes. So therefore, these attributes of Indriyas are superimposed on Atma, wherein body is already superimposed. Say, therefore say, Tatha Indriya Dharma, attributes of the Indriyas are superimposed. How? Aham Mukaha, I am dumb. Aham Kanaha, I am a one-eyed person. Aham Klibaha, I am eunuch. Aham Badhiraha, I am deaf. Aham Andhaha, I am that is the Andhaha, Aham, I am blind. So that is that. So this is Tikakara says Dehendriya Dharma. I hope you will be able to connect. Earlier page, 6th line ending. 6th line ending, or last but 3rd line. Dehendriya Dharma Mano Vishwishtatmani Adhyasyati. So that is The attributes of Deha and Indriya are where? Superimposed where? In Atma. Which Atma? Mano Vishishtatmani. Mana here stands for Ahankara, not simply mind. Ahankara or Antakarana endowed with Ahankara. In Atma, wherein the superimposition of Antakarana endowed with Ahankara has already taken place. Mano Vishishtatmani Adhyasati. What is that? Tad yatha tatha iti. That is Deha Dharman, etc. we have seen. Now here, Deha Dharmas are directly superimposed or something similar is superimposed. There Putra Bharyadi Dharmas were in that is something similar. Here directly, why? Already Tadatma is there, already identifying that. That is what that Tikakara says. Krishatvadi Dharmavataha Deha Dehe Atmani Tadatmena Kalpitatva. See the distinction, earlier superimposition and this superimposition. In this case, body etc. as I is directly experienced, so therefore dharmas are also directly experienced. Krishatvadi dharmavataha deha dehe, of the deha which is endowed with attributes like krishatva, that is emaciation or fatness. So deha dehe. Atmani, in Atma, on Atma, tadatmena kalpitatva, because taken as I, because identified as I, this is our experience. Tad dharmaha, that dehadi, deha indriya dharmaha. What are them? Sakshad, directly, and not tattulya dharma. Atmani adhyastaha iti mantavyam. They are directly superimposed. Many times what happens, no? That Tika appears to be difficult because Sanskrit is not known, otherwise very easy. What he says is, see, Bahya Dharmas, that is the attributes of wife etc., are not directly superimposed because there is a clear-cut direct perception that however beloved they may be, they are different from me. So therefore Tattulya Dharma. But whereas the body is concerned, what happens? Is taken as I. So therefore here the body dharmas, indriya dharmas are directly superimposed on I, Atma. Which Atma? Antakarana Vishishta Atma, wherein the Antakarana with endowed with Ahankara is already superimposed. So that is what is said there. Now continuing, Tatha Antakarana iti. Tika. Ajnata pratyag rupe sakshini manodharmadhyasam ah. Now the adhyas, see, so far what adhyasa was told? Bahya dharmadhyasa on deha vishishta atma. Deha indriya dharmas on antakarana vishishta atma was told. Now the superimposition of Antakarana itself on and Antakarana and its attributes on whom? Atma. Is it not? Now let us see. See. Now on which Atma? Ajnata patyak rupe sakshini manodharmadhyasam ah. Where? Tathantakarana. Are you able to find out which is the sentence? Tathantakarana. Page 25, top line. See, Andhoham iti, look here. Up to Andhoham we already see. Now continuation. Tatha antakarana dharman kama sankalpa vichikitsa dhyavasayadin. This is now being commented. Say, where means antakarana dharma means manodharma means antakarana dharma. Where are they superimposed? On Atma. Which Atma? Atma whose Swarupa is not known. If Atma Swarupa, Atma Sakshatkara is there, no Adhyasa can take place. So therefore say, Tika, page 24, last line. Ajnata pratyag rupe sakshini manodharmadhyasam aha tatha. So manodharmadhyasa means the antakarana dharmas are superimposed on Atma. Here one thing we should know. First, antakarana is superimposed on Atma, and then antakarana dharmas are superimposed on Atma. Now here Bhashyakara first gives the superimposition of antakarana dharma, because already Bahya dharma, Deha Indriya dharma already told, so therefore antakarana dharma. Then he gives, we should understand that way, before antakarana attributes are superimposed on Atma, already what is superimposed? Antakarana itself is superimposed. Without that, antakarana dharmas cannot be. See, without taking me as man, you can't say I am fat, I am lean, I am tall. It's not possible. So that is this order. That order we'll see afterward. Here also it has already come as such, but that order is there. So therefore it says now tatha and also, so also antakarana dharma, bhashya. Bhashya, that is 25 page, top line. Tatha antakarana dharma, the attributes of antakarana, mind, ahankara, all these. What are those? Namely, kama, desire, sankalpa, thinking or consideration, thinking or consideration, vichikitsa, doubt, adhyavasaya, decision, nishchaya, adhyavasaya, decision, adi, like that. All antakarana vrittis, only few samples are given. They are superimposed where? On Atma, wherein already antakarana is superimposed. How he has not told, Bhashyakara has not told, we have to take this way. Aham ichchami, I desire. So that is, I think, I doubt, I decide. Like that. That is kama, we desire. What do you say? I desire. Is it not? Don't you say that way? Again, sankalpa, I think, I consider. Vichikitsa, I doubt. I adhyavasaya, decision. I decide. Is it not? Means what is that I now? Atma, wherein antakarana is already superimposed. So that is what adhyavasayadi. In this manner, now what has happened now? What is described so far? The adhyasa of Bahya dharma, then Deha dharma, Indriya dharma and Antakarana dharma are superimposed on Atma, wherein Deha, Antakarana are already superimposed. Now, here actually that superimposition of Antakarana on Atma is still to be described, which is taken for granted because Antakarana dharmas cannot be superimposed without the Antakarana. But actual Antakarana being superimposed, Bhashyakara has not told. He has reserved, do you know why? He wants to bring the mutual superimposition. Antakarana is superimposed on Atma, Atma is superimposed on Antakarana. See, don't think that Bhashyakara forgot. So he wants to make it because that is the space. Here it was similar thing. Dharmas first he took it, then the basis of that. So Antakarana is superimposed on Atma, and it is not sufficient because Anyonya Adhyasa must be there. Atma is superimposed on Atma. That is that. Now the second line, Bhashya evam aham pratyainam ashesha prachara sakshini. So sakshini, pratyagatmani adhyasa, etc. is being commented by Tikakara. So there you have page 24, last line, last quarter. Dharmadhyasam uktva tadvadeva dharmadhyasam aha evam iti. See, this also you will come to know why Bhashyakara has kept antakarna out for the time being. What he gave was dharmadhyasa. Adhyasa of attributes on Atma, already having the earlier adhyasa. Now, dharmi adhyasa. With dharmi, adhyasa of Atma on antakarna and adhyasa of antakarna on Atma. I hope you know dharmi dharma. Dharma attributes and the adhisthana of dharma is, what is that? Is it dharmi? Dharmi. That's it. So therefore say dharmadhyasa muktva, having described, said means described the superimposed attributes. Attributes at what all level? Bahya dharma, deha dharma, indriya dharma, antakarna dharma. So this should be thorough grilling must be there. Otherwise, क्या है? What is this? Adhyasa, 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 dharma, 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 adhyasa, adhyasa. You should be very alert. See, look. You know, this will develop the ekagrata. This will be a chitta naishchalya, if not, one side told. See, chitta naishchalya is gained by upasanas. Upasanas. I was telling. Those who drive on Bombay need not take to Upasana at all. Because the roads are such that they should be always be attentive. Where potholes are there, ekagrata takes place. So now, see, while listening to, suppose even one thought of distraction comes, upar niche, you have to be upar niche. This happens. Even some other thought, some remembrance came, etc. Something with that, some problem. Oh, uska phone aane wala tha. Oh, kya ho gaya? So that is that. What happens? Here there is a long, big gap there. Give there. So that's why you have to be very attentive. That gives an exercise for whom? That's why if entire Brahmasutra Bhasha, if nothing, that discipline will be there, that at least that means capacity to apply the mind to a particular track of thinking is possible. See how body is developed. This fellow with a skeleton now has become robust. How? By proper food and exercise. So like that, this is the exercise for the buddhi, not to take things for it. And then what happens? Then Shastras become very clear. You will be able to know what is correct, what is wrong, etc. What should be taken to, what should be avoided. You will be able to decide, not consult a guru. So you need not consult. A guru is a guru who makes the Shishya independent. Not that lifelong be dependent on that. Not that way. He is the one who, that means he makes the Shishya independent. So that's why that application of the mind must be there. So therefore say evam iti. Now dharmadhyasam evam. What is that evam? Evam aham prat. Already read. Come on, read it.
एवं अहम प्रत्ययिनम अशेष स्वप्रचार साक्षिणी प्रत्यगात्मनि अध्यस्य तम च प्रत्यगात्मानं सर्वसाक्षिणं तद विपर्ययेण अंतःकरणादिषु अध्यस्यति.
Evam, in this manner, in this way, aham pratyayinam, with this aham pratyayi, aham, that means one who has pratyaya means vritti, the one who has got aham vritti. And what is aham? Ahankara. Who has got ahankara vritti? You know ahankara vritti? Not ego, etc. It's not egoistic, not is garva, etc. I notion. Whom does this I notion belong? Does it belong to gross body, sthula deha? No. What belongs to antakarana? So therefore, aham pratyayi means the one who is endowed with aham notion, I notion, namely antakarana. See this. It means antakarana which is endowed with ahankara. Aham pratyaya is I notion, aham vritti, I notion. So aham vritti pratyaya evam, in the same manner, aham pratyayinam means the antakarana endowed with ahankara. So pratyagatmani adhyasya, in between phrase I will take, having superimposed on pratyagatma. So pratyagatma. Tikakara explains what is pratyag, etc. We'll see afterward. In pratyagatma means on atma. What is that atma? You see, that is described by the adjective ashesha swaprachara sakshini. Pratyagatma, which is ashesha swaprachara sakshi. So which is sakshi, the illuminator of all swaprachara. Swa stands for antakarana. Swa stands for antakarana. Ashesha swaprachara sakshi. Now just listen. All antakarana vrittis are made known, illumined by whom? Chaitanya Rupa Atma. So therefore, Sakshi on Atma with the illuminator of all prachara. Prachara means activities. Activities of who? Swa, antakarana. What is antakarana activities? Vrittis. So Tika makes it very clear as such. So Swa, because see, why Swa is antakarana? Because earlier aham pratyaya stands for who? Antakarana. Its prachara, functions, activities. What are the functions of antakarana? Vrittis. So on those vrittis, those vrittis are made known to you by who? Sakshi. So therefore, in the pratyagatma, with the sakshi, illuminator of all the antakarana vrittis. So ashesha means without any exception, say swaprachara sakshini. Prachara means manovrittaya, swapracharaha manovrittaya. Tikakara is going to explain. So that is there. It says pratyagatmani adhyasya. So what has taken place now? Adhyasa of antakarana on pratyagatma has taken place. Not sufficient. See, in the adhyasa, both are possible. Suppose I desire. There is a cognition, bhana. What is that? Awareness is there. Belongs to who? Atma. Means that Atma also must have been superimposed. Desire, antakarana vritti, cognite. Antakarana is desired on this thing. Means anyonya adhyasa is there. Therefore it says, tam cha pratyagatmanam. And that pratyagatmanam, where sarva sakshini, in that sakshi of all, the illuminator of all. So on what? Tad antakarnadishu, tad viparena will see afterward. Tad sarva sakshinam, sarva sakshinam, the one who is the illuminator of all, antakarnadishu adhyasyati. Superimposes on antakarna adi, antakarna, then adi for antakarna dharma. So on the antakarna dharma. Superimposes. So what is done? Antakarana is superimposed on pratyagatma, who is the sakshi of all the antakarana vrittis, and that atma is superimposed on the antakarana and its dharma. How? Tad viparyayena. In the ulta manner. What is the ulta manner? Tasya. Tasya means adhyastasya. Already superimposed. What is already superimposed? Antakarana and antakarana dharma. They are superimposed. How are they superimposed? What is their nature? Drishya. So now its ulta way. Its ulta way means what? It says as the adhisthana, the basis. They are adhyasta, superimposed. What are superimposed? Antakarana and antakarana dharma. Now here, viparityena, in a opposed manner. What is the opposed manner? What is opposed to adhyasta? Adhisthana. Opposed means of distinct opposite feature. Adhyastha is superimposed. Its distinct opposite feature is what? The base is the adhisthana. So therefore, see, Atma is superimposed on Antakarana and Antakadharma as how? As its very basis, Ashraya, Adhisthana, whereas Antakarana and Antakadharma are what? Ashrita, that which are superimposed. Tad Viparena means as Adhisthana. Tikakara is going to explain that. If you have not caught it now, it will be clear when the Tika comes. Tad Viparena Antakarana Adishu Adhyasyati. Now, Tikakara brings to our notice one point. Earlier, to highlight the attributes, dharmas of Deha, to highlight the Dharmadhyasa, first Bhashyakara mentioned the Antakarana Dharmadhyasa. Then, in the context of Dharmi Adhyasa, he brought the superimposition of Antakarana on Atma. So, but when taking the order, Tikakara says, first we have to take the superimposition of Antakarana on Atma, and then the Antakarana, superimposition of Antakarana dharmas on Atma, wherein already Antakarana is superimposed. Take the first line, page 25. Antakaranam sakshini abhedena adhyasya. Adhyasya, having superimposed. Who? Antakaranam, Antakarana. Sakshini, on Atma, Sakshi, of the one who is the eliminator of all the Antakarana vrittis without exception. Abhedena adhyasya, adhyasya, having superimposed. How? Abhedena means tadatmena, with identity. Tada abhedena, that is tadatmena, adhyasya, having superimposed. Tadharman, tadharman means Antakarana dharma. Tasya Antakaranasya dharma. What are those? Namely, Kamadin, desire, etc. Kama, Sankalpa, Vichikitsa, Adhyavasaya, Adi. So, Adhyasyati, superimposes, Iti Mantavyam. So, one has to consider that way. First, Antakarana Adhyasa, then Antakarana Dharma Adhyasa. But here, because Bhashyakara has clubbed the Dharma Adhyasa first, the Antakarana Dharma also taken. In the context of Dharmi Adhyasa, superimposition of Antakarana taken. Mantavya. What is this Swaprachara Sakshini? Swa stands for Antakarana. Its prachara is activities. Meaning is given. Same line. Swapracharaha manovrittayaha. So manovrittis. Manovrittayaha. So that are the Antakarana vrittis. Now where are they superimposed? That is now on the Sakshi, that illuminator knowledge principle who makes you know, illumines all the Antakarana vrittis. In what? Pratyagatmani was told. What is meant by this pratyak is being explained. What is pratyak? So what is this pratyak? So we say inner. The pratyagatma, inner atma. Acha, bahar ka atma or andar ka atma? Which is the inner atma? What is that pratyak? So that is now being explained. We'll see next time. Oh.
Aham vrukshasya deriva kirti prushtham gireriva urva pavitro vajini vasvakrutam drainapum savarchasam sumedha amrutoshitaha iti trishanko vedanuvachanam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Vishwam Pashyati Karya Karanataya Swaswami Sambandhataha Shishyacharya Tathaiva Pitruputradyatmana Vedataha Swapne Jagrati Vaya Esha Purusho सन्ततिं स्मृतिमात्रेण यत्पुंसां ब्रह्म तन्मङ्गलं परम् अतिकल्याणरूपं